Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Checkerboard Chat this week. This is Trenton Duffer. It's Rob Harvey. He's back. You weren't here.
I'm back. Where was I?
You were at baseball.
I was at baseball.
Yeah, it was Wombles last week. We'll have to get Wombles back on here.
No.
JK, we don't need him back on here.
What are we going to talk about today?
Well, I mean, everything's kind of. I mean, baseball and softball are in this. I guess you could say the swing of things. Football, spring practice is going now. It's third, yeah.
Gross, boring.
Yeah.
No one really cares. I know everyone really cares about baseball and softball. They don't care about spring practice.
Oh yeah, totally. The only thing people care about at spring practice is who's going to get the starting quarterback job. Like that's
the only thing I watch at practice.
Yeah, I mean that's really one of the only things to watch. You know,
I like to see the coaches scream at Kongbo, tell him he's doing something wrong for the 100th time.
Or Justin Martin.
He walked into my journalism class today. I was like, "What the heck are you doing here?"
God.
But
it's fun to watch him scream at some of the players sometimes.
Yeah.
Brady Hoke is like...
he's not, when he talks, he sounds like he's got gravel in his mouth.
And when he screams, it's like double the gravel. Like, he's a very loud man.
It's funny.
Yeah, we were on the sidelines yesterday at practice.
I guess I wasn't.
Yeah, you went.
I had baseball again.
Yeah, he had baseball. But it was me and Wombles on the sidelines, and just, you heard all these coaches yelling, and then you heard Brady Hoke just, like, yelling at Kongbo and Khalil, and it was... It was funny.
When I was walking to baseball, since the baseball field's obviously right next to the practice field,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was still the portion that y'all could see.
Yeah.
And I heard him yell at the quarterbacks to start over because they weren't doing a good enough job. I was like, that doesn't bode well.
Yeah, well, it was during practice because they
that's what I'm saying. I was walking. I hear him just start yelling. I was like, where were you starting this? And I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, they had to restart a segment because, like, the receivers dropped everything.
Yeah, I saw that. I was watching, like, videos, and they just couldn't catch a pass. And I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, JG threw, like, 3 great passes to, 3 separate receivers, and they dropped every one of them, and so it was kind of rough to watch.
Yeah, I saw Ethan Wolf dropped a bunch too.
Oh yeah,
which he did
looked a little
last
rusty.
season, but
yeah, he's good at that. He's good at that. But I mean, the quarterback battle's still up in the air. Won't know anything.
Yeah, I was going to say we will never know anything until
like 2 days before.
Whoever runs out on that field,
mm-hmm.
the first offensive play, September 4th. 3rd, 4th, whatever.
Yeah, somewhere around that ballpark. Yeah, against Georgia Tech. So, yeah, it'll be a while before anybody knows anything. But I saw some report that said that they were comparing the quarterbacks and, like, who they look like in the pros because everybody loves doing that nowadays.
You can't do that. But
I know. And they said that Guarantano looked like Kaepernick.
I knew you were going to say that. Oh, my gosh.
And this is not me.
Like, I know. But
this is
terrible.
a report.
That's terrible.
Who did they say? They said Dormady looked like,
Tom Brady.
Racially enough, they made him look like a white quarterback.
Of course.
And I can't think of who it was.
You see Kaepernick and
it was.
I don't like that.
Who was it? I can't remember. Maybe Sam Bradford.
I feel like Guarantano's got
a
better arm than
Kaepernick
does. I don't know. I see more of a Russell Wilson probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of see that. But yeah, it was some. I think it was Alex Smith.
That's weird. That's not bad, actually.
Yeah, I mean, Dormady and Alex Smith. I mean, kind of there.
I could see it.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know why you want to compare him to the pros. I mean, we've not seen Guarantano play other than just throwing some practice balls. So.
I mean, he's played in some. Oh, Guarantano.
Yeah.
I thought you said Dormady. I had a.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. You're right.
But Dormady's played in a few games, so it's kind of fair to judge him.
Yeah, the Athlon Sports did like their top 150 quarterbacks, and Guarantano was like 62nd. I was like, how can you even tell? Like, Kyle Schwarmer was like 48. Shermer for Vanderbilt, and I was like, that's just because he got to play Tennessee. That's the only reason. He'd have been like 48.
48.
But he'd have been like in the 80s if he hadn't played Tennessee in that last game.
Yeah, I mean, he hadn't had an average above 250
His 2 career games are against Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
Yeah, he didn't have a game all season last year where he had over 250 yards, except Tennessee where he had like 400.
Yeah, that was in the first half.
In the first half, yeah.
Yeah, you won't see anything from the quarterbacks until the fall. Like, I mean, even it'll be late. Late. I mean, I would not be surprised, honestly, if it was that, like, he doesn't say anything at all to the media, and it's the first whoever runs out there on the field.
Well, I mean, it's Butch Jones. Like, that's the Butch Jones way. Just keeping everybody guessing, and then he'll hint that it's Dormady, and then it'll be Guarantano, or vice versa, and that's just the way it is. But the defensive line, I think, is going to be an interesting race, though.
Yeah, I mean, you can't tell. I mean, I think they have the 2 tackle spots pretty
Yeah, be Khalil and Shah, I'd say.
It'll be Vickers and Shah.
Vickers and Shah.
I mean, Vickers has been starting the past 2 years.
Yeah.
It'll be Vickers and Shah. If Shah is ready, and if not, it'll probably be Khalil. Or, I don't know who else it could be, honestly. Kyle Phillips. No, or are they still sticking at D end with him?
I think they're sticking at D end.
Okay. And then your D end will probably be Kongbo and Taylor.
I could see Kongbo, yeah.
Or Phillips.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, there's some options, but they don't have the depth like they did last year.
Mm-hmm. And I talked to you a little bit about Taylor before. He's put on, since his freshman year, last year he's put on 40 pounds of
That's ridiculous.
muscle.
That's ridiculous.
He said in the past he said yesterday in the past 3 months he's put on, I think, 14 pounds. I think he said he was...
The magic of rock there.
The rock magic. He said he was 240, and he's up to 254 right now. And he entered the practice last season at like 215 or somewhere around there. So, yeah, he's really bulked up, and you can tell. Like, he's...
Yeah.
Scary dude.
Yeah, I mean that's just rock. I like that he snaps the ball to the quarterback. Sometimes he'll snap some. That's kind of a cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
But coaching wise, they all seem to be fitting in pretty well. Beard seems to be like, I think he was the one fans were most worried about because he has like no coaching experience. But the wide receivers love him from like what you can tell. And I know Marquez Callaway was talking about him the other day and talking about how great he was and how much of a teacher he was. But I still think it's funny that that Butch was saying something that he liked Beard because he could actually like do the drills and stuff, and he's like bashing Azani just kind of off. But I was like, that's kind of weird because Azani just kind of stood there and just did things.
That's the thing. Like this staff, I mean, outside of like Brady Hoke, I mean. Most because he can't line up with them guys.
Oh, watch him! I bet you he could. I bet you he could.
He probably could. He could hold his own, I'd say, for a few plays. But I mean, a lot of this staff can like run the plays.
Because they're young enough. I mean,
Warren is.
He's horrifying.
He is. He's a scary dude.
If I was a defensive back, I'd be horrified of that man. Because he is. I mean, military background, right?
Yeah. Yeah, military background. He's coached at Air Force, Nebraska, North Carolina. Like He's seen a lot.
He's experienced, He's a tough dude.
Tough dude. Very scary dude. But I mean, he's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool guy. We talked to him yesterday.
We hadn't seen a lot though in spring practice. No, I mean, there's not really a lot to talk about. I mean, other than quarterbacks, they're inconsistent right now, which is normal for 3 days into practice.
And John Kelly's
unbelievable.
He is unbelievable.
I loved how somebody asked him if he had put on weight, and he said, "Yeah, I look good, don't I?" I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's a monster though.
Yeah,
it's a different season for him because he's coming in, as the number one guy.
Yeah.
Like last year he was the number 3 guy, and now
I think he'll be really, really good. Though.
I do too.
Him and I think Ty Chandler will be.
Yeah, once Ty gets here.
Because I mean, Phils and me is okay, but I think Ty will just be.
Oh yeah.
Above and beyond better than him. Just because. I mean, nothing against Phils and me, but yeah. John will be
good, and then the secondary is starting to shape up according to Warren.
I mean, Galden's out, so they don't really have him right now. So they're playing like Buchanan out there. I don't know how they didn't have Nigel Warrior ready by last year because his raw ability and raw talent is off the charts.
Well, apparently he's ready now because they're.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know how they didn't have him ready by last season. I guess Willie Martinez. I don't know. I don't want to say anything bad against Willie, but that's kind of bad. Like, because he was out there. I know yesterday at safety. Him and Todd Kelly, who looks like a linebacker. Can we talk about that? He looks like a linebacker. He does not look like a safety. I think he's going to get beat a lot because he's so big now. He keeps beefing up. Like he needs to be a linebacker now. But it was him and Warrior out there, and then I think Buchanan and. Mosley.
Was Galden out there?
Galden's hurt. Galden's out for the spring.
That's right.
But yeah, you had those guys out there, which is pretty good. And I think, Justin Martin will be fine if he can learn. Which I think if they sit him down, scream at him, maybe it'll hit him.
Hopefully.
I like him. His Twitter is hysterical.
Oh yeah,
everyone should go follow Justin Martin on Twitter.
He has the best Twitter
It's the funniest thing you'll ever see in your entire life.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He's talking about something the other day about if you ain't talking cheese or something. I was like, I do not know what this man's talking about, but I like it.
God,
he's an interesting man.
Oh man, but I guess, but like we said, it's too early to really make any judgments about the team or say that one player is succeeding better than the rest of them. So, I mean, right now all we can tell is just who's beefed up and who's
who looks big, who doesn't.
Yeah, right now it's John Kelly,
Daryl Taylor,
Kongbo.
Hey, like if he's not good, I just don't get it. Because he looks the part, so he looks the part so much. Trey Smith's massive. We forgot to talk about Trey Smith.
That's who I was.
He's humongous. Like it is unbelievable. I am still. He is 17 years old. Mm-hmm. That's unbelievable.
They asked Taylor the other day. They were like, if you had to go up against him, he was like, yeah. He's like, I've gone up against him. They're like, does he look like a freshman? He's like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Apparently he's pushed Kongbo around a couple times. Which,
he's pushed everybody around.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be.
Kid could be a stud.
He should start. Like he
should.
If he's not starting by the end of the season, then their development's a little off. I think Walt Wells is doing a good job so far too. And somebody we haven't talked about, but yeah, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, pretty good coaching staff. All in all, they made a lot of changes, but I think it's the most complete coaching staff Butch has had since he's been here, and I think he feels more comfortable with them. So I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I do too. And then Friday is Pro Day, of course.
Yeah.
You're not going to get to go, but Fridays, I know, right? So the schedule right now is just...
We don't even know the players yet, because...
I mean, I'd say
it's going to be Barnett, Kamara, Malone, Dobbs. Dobbs and Malone, I saw them at the baseball game the other night. But
is Reeves
Maben? Yeah, I imagine Reeves Maben. Well, he probably still can't do everything. But I saw somebody today on Twitter, an NFL analyst, talking about how he's like the sleeper pick of the draft and stuff.
I think he could be.
Which, he could be. He just needs to get bigger.
He does.
He's just small.
And Malone could be a sleeper too.
Malone ran quick in the 40 in the combine. He ran quick.
Yeah.
I doubt Kamara will run the 40 again because he ran a 4.53, and there's no way that man's gonna run another 4.53.
No.
He's just not quick enough to do that. He's quick. He's quick. He's not fast. He's not extremely fast. He's just very agile and quick.
A lot of good players going to be in the NFL draft, and it'll be interesting to watch. I mean, they get height and weight at like 8:30 in the morning, and then they do their bench pressing and all that jazz, and then about 11 o'clock they'll start individual drills. So it'll be fun to watch for sure. Fun.
Yeah, fun.
Emphasis on quotes around fun. Yeah, it won't be. It'll be just normal, but people love it. I mean, people love it. They don't want to watch it live, even though the team is doing.
I would
Facebook,
watch it live. I'd watch the combine.
Yeah.
So.
Well, a lot of people don't want to watch that stuff live. They just want to read about it.
Yeah, I understand.
They're doing like a Facebook Live.
Are they?
Though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So. I'll watch it in class.
So it'll be fun. We've got baseball to discuss now, and I've not been to. I went to a game to watch, but I've not.
What game did you go to?
I went to this past game. It wasn't Tennessee Tech. It was South Carolina.
Oh, one of the weekend games.
Yeah, one of the weekend games.
They're not fun.
No.
The weekend games aren't fun. The weekday games are fine.
The
game against Tennessee Tech, Tennessee Tech had 5 guys who had 5 or more home runs. Yeah. And their leading RBI guy has 32 RBIs, and Tennessee's is Jordan Rogers, who, after he hit a 2-run home run last night, is 19. So they can definitely hit the ball. But, I think I could write my stories for the baseball team for those midweek games before the game even starts. They throw a lot of pitchers out there. They pitch well. Jordan Rogers does something. They win. It's what happens. Like yesterday, Lingenfelter started and just pitched 2 innings because they want to start him on Sunday against Georgia. And then Neely pitched 3. He pitched well, which was good to see for them. Then Heflin pitched 2. Schultz pitched 1, and then Lipinski, he always closes it out. Yeah. But they pitched well, but they definitely did not pitch well. Lingenfelter went 1 1/3 against Mississippi State and gave up 5 runs.
Was that the game they lost 14-4?
14-4, and they had like a 2-hour rain delay, so the game didn't end until like 1 in the morning. Man, brutal. But it's the same old story. It always is.
Yeah.
They start off well. People are like, oh, maybe they'll be better this year, and then they get to conference play and they just can't like. Part of it has to do with the conference just being so good.
Yeah.
But the other part is just they just can't put it together. Like they're just very inconsistent when it comes to conference play.
Yeah, and the South Carolina sweep you could kind of understand because South Carolina is good, but
their number 1 starter was hurt. Their closer was hurt. They had a couple starters hurt. I mean,
they could have snuck one game out.
They should have won one game.
Yeah.
Mississippi State's bad.
They are.
They're bad.
They're bad.
They're not good.
Yeah, they're not a team you should lose 14
What they led
to
for
14.
I mean, on Sunday they led for 3 pitches.
Yeah.
And it was like, are you kidding me? Like that's terrible for them.
Mm-hmm.
But they got Georgia this week. Georgia's only won one conference game, so it'll be a battle of the worst. Apparently Georgia's pretty bad. They gave up 23 runs to LSU earlier this season.
Good.
So it might be it might be a little rough. It'll be a long series for me. I'll be in for the long haul. But yeah, I mean I don't know. I just don't know if Serrano can make it in the SEC. I mean, they've given him enough time. This is his make or break year. And so far, it's breaking.
Yeah,
0-6 in conference
It's
play.
not looking too good for old Uncle Dave.
Old Uncle Dave. Now, is he Daddy Dave now that Dave Hart's gone? Because Dave Hart was Daddy Dave, and we had Dave Serrano as Uncle Dave. These are just nicknames we give him.
Oh man.
We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he
there
would
won't
be
be an
Daddy
Uncle
Dave.
There won't be an Uncle Dave or Daddy Dave at the end
now
of the
that
season.
Once Hart's gone, what if they fire Dave?
That's what I'm saying. There won't be.
Then
one.
there won't be no more. There won't be no more Daves.
I don't know what to
and
do.
I don't want to call him like Uncle John or Daddy John.
That's just weird.
Curry. I mean, no, I don't want that.
Daddy Curry.
Daddy Curry. Oh God.
That's bad.
I don't. That doesn't have the ring.
It doesn't
Daddy
have.
Dave.
Yeah.
God.
Anyways, we're way out in left field right now.
Yeah.
But
good pun there.
Yeah, no, I was hoping you'd catch that one.
But yeah, Serrano. I don't know.
If he can turn around and comfortably make the SEC tournament, he might have a chance. I say the only way he's automatically given another year is if he makes the tournament, which is
It's looking rough right now.
Their RPI's not bad though. It's like 35 or something.
Do you think his son goes with him if he gets
Kyle?
fired?
I think Kyle might just go pro. Like Kyle will go because Kyle's a junior, so he can go pro now. I think he might if they pitch him one more. He got the loss Friday. Friday against Mississippi State, he gave up a couple runs, but he's been pitching well for the most part. If they can get him back into form, so I don't think he'll leave. So softball, I guess.
Yeah, softball.
Maybe over to softball.
Softball's looked good.
Yeah, I went.
It's like a complete mirror image of baseball. I mean,
mirror.
Yeah, like a mirror image.
It's like.
Oh, not mirror. Like what's it called?
Say they don't look the same.
I don't know.
Well.
I don't know what it's called.
But no, they're the complete opposite.
That's what I was getting at. That's what
I went to a game Saturday and they were
polar opposites.
Polar opposites.
Yeah, I went to the game on Saturday. They were playing Ole Miss. Yeah, they swept Ole Miss, and they look pretty good. Brooke Vines has been playing really well for them, so that's good because I mean she's not usually. I know last year she typically wasn't like a big bat, so that's kind of that's good for them. And I think Megan Gear is leading the nation in RBI runs batted in. I think I saw that today.
Sounds right.
It's something.
She's
like
up there. I know.
I mean, they're playing really well. Their pitching is the only little bit of a concern, but they pitched well this weekend. So.
Yeah, Maddie Moss she's a beast.
I think it's just like they have. I know last year they had 2 good pitchers, but obviously 2 pitchers didn't do it for them. So I think that's kind of just what they're dealing with this year. I don't know much about softball, so.
Yeah, I mean they're doing I know the term now. It's polar opposites. So they're like polar opposite of the baseball team.
Yeah.
So it's.
But like I said, I don't know much about the softball, so don't take my word for everything I just said.
Yeah.
But they're doing good. Well, I don't know what's their record.
I think their record's like 28-5.
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
That sounds about right. But I mean, which is obviously pretty good.
That's
obviously pretty good. Yeah,
really
they played
good.
a lot of games.
They've remained in that top 25, I think top 20 ranking all year. So
and they've been in the top 25 something since 2004. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's unbelievable.
They're like
it's like the Lady Vols in basketball.
Yeah. Oh. They've. Sad.
Shed
a tear.
No,
but softball's got a home series this weekend against NC State.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. It's not SEC.
It's just,
but I don't know.
Maybe they want NC State to join the SEC. Maybe it's come on in, guys.
Let's go.
You can see what an SEC series
they're not
is
prepared.
like. No, they'll blow by NC State, I'd say.
Yeah, but I guess just other sports. Track and field, they had a They had a meet here last weekend, but not like Christian didn't run, and some of the bigger people didn't run, but they did pretty well, I think.
They did.
And I think they got a lot of career bests, so that's always good. I think they have another one here next weekend. It's like the Tennessee Relays or the Invitational, something like that. Women's tennis won a good one Sunday against Ole Miss.
I think it was Ole Miss. Yeah, it was Ole Miss.
Yeah. They've kind of been struggling, but they're just so young. Like, Allison's done a very good job so far with them.
Yeah, she's a good coach, and I think we say that every week.
Yeah, but she's a good coach. She's a very good coach. Yeah. They'll be good. Men's tennis is terrible.
Yeah,
again,
they're pretty bad.
They got beat by A&M 7-0 the other day, which is. But they're young too. But at the same time, I don't know about Winterbotham.
It's tough. I mean, when John Curry does come in, he's going to have a lot of
he's going to have a lot of decisions to make.
Yeah,
I think
because I know
what's his first day? April 1st. Right?
April 1st. Yeah, April Fool's. So Saturday. Wow.
Yeah,
it's already snuck up on us. But I mean, I don't think Holly Warlick should be fired, but
she won't because she has the number one recruiting class coming in. But if she doesn't go far next year, there will be a real consideration.
Yeah.
Serrano, if he might be. No, it's leaning that way right now, but I don't know.
Winterbotham. Maybe Rob
Patrick. I don't know. I feel like they'd have already done that if he
did.
So
and even Butch, if things
if
things really go off the rails in 2017.
Yeah,
maybe Butch,
which is a very real possibility.
It's a very real possibility.
Which
that's something for another day.
Yeah, we won't go into that right now. But other sports. I'm trying to think what else is there. Well, golf is doing stuff.
Yeah, women's and men's golf are doing women's.
They're doing things.
They're doing things. Yeah, they have a tournament this weekend. Women's golf does. Swimming and diving recently. They finished the NCAA men's.
Yeah, they placed 20th, and they had diver. I can't think of his name.
Is it Rubio? I think that's his name.
But he had over half of their points. I was like, that's ridiculous.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's about it.
Real quick, Final Four picks, go.
Final Four picks. Let's see, Gonzaga, South Carolina. I'll go Gonzaga, and then
UNC, Oregon.
I'm gonna go North Carolina.
Do you have North Carolina winning it all or Gonzaga?
Gonzaga.
I'm picking the upset. I'm going South Carolina to win the whole thing. I think they're just on such a
wow.
They're on such a high right now that their defense is just ridiculous. I don't know. They won't, but I picked against them to lose in the first round, so I'm kind of feeling guilty about it. So no, I think UNC will beat Oregon. UNC probably has the best chance to win it all, just because they're the most complete team. But I don't know.
Be a battle for the Carolinas.
Ooh, that'd be so good. If South Carolina and North Carolina played in the national championship, that'd be so good.
That would be fun to watch. And then I guess the final thing, MLB starts up
Sunday.
Yankees
and somebody play at 1:15, Orioles or Rays or somebody. But
Braves.
The late game on Sunday. The Braves don't play it on Monday, but the late game on Sunday is the Cardinals and the Cubs.
So
go Cardinals! Cardinals on the way in another World Series.
Oh yeah, totally. The Braves, they open up with 8 straight on the road.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I think they play the Mets, the Brewers, and
gotta get that. They did that on purpose though for make sure the park's ready.
The Braves' schedule's weird this year. They play like their first 4 road trips. It's like an 8-game road trip, and then an 8-game home streak, and then a 7-game road trip.
That's weird.
A 7-game home streak.
I know they played the Cardinals in. I'm gonna say Turner at SunTrust,
Turner
first
field.
Weekend of May.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. I think the Braves can win one against the Mets at least.
They'll go 500 this year.
Probably.
Your final thought, though?
Final thought. Well, I made that trade in fantasy baseball.
Oh yeah, I think you won that trade. By the way,
I think I did too.
I didn't want to tell Will that, but I think you won it. Shout out to Will Bowling.
Yeah.
The trade was. Trenton traded away Dansby Swanson for Adam Eaton and Javi Baez.
Yep. I think it's a good trade.
Javi's better than Swanson right now, I think.
And I dropped Puig from my lineup. So my outfield now, I put Curtis Granderson on the bench, but
the Grandy man can.
Yeah.
Let's see. My final thought. This is a tough one.
It is a tough one.
It's tough to think of these final thoughts.
It is.
I'll go with.
You got any NBA?
NBA. No, because my team's the Sixers, and they've won 28 games.
Sixers.
No, I'll go to an NBA one. I'll say the Warriors and the Cavs is not the finals this year. I bet it won't be. I bet the Spurs. I bet the Celtics could sneak in there, honestly.
I could see the Celtics sneaking in.
The Hawks aren't bad. I don't know. I could see some. I just don't. The Cavs are playing really bad right now.
They are.
And the Warriors without Durant are kind of iffy. They're inconsistent. I don't know. The Rockets aren't bad.
Yeah.
They have James Harden.
Yeah, they're pretty good. The Thunder. I don't know.
No, they're not
they
good.
won't.
They're not good.
Well, not without Westbrook. So yeah, I could see a Spurs Celtics finals. Maybe a Spurs Cavs.
I think one of the teams will be in there, but I don't think.
I think
both
it'll be
of
the
them will.
Spurs in the West because Kawhi's just
Kawhi is Kawhi. Yeah,
amazing.
It depends on if LaMarcus comes back, because Aldridge's been out with the irregular heartbeat.
Yes. Hope he comes back. That would be fun to see. But that's all the time we have for today. This has been Trenton, Duffer, and Rob Harvey, and we'll see you guys again next week.